become a prolific figure on social media in this movement, and you were arrested on Tuesday this week. What happened?
We were protesting, and it got increasingly unsafe. As you've seen, there's barely any people here, but we've been tear-gassed quite consistently. And I think this is an intimidation tactic by the state, which clearly has been scared. They did not expect this to come from its youth. President Ruto is running a country which has very heavily disgruntled youth, and this could have been sorted out by him just toning down, withdrawing the bill, and as a sign of goodwill, withdrawing the whole Appropriations Act, because we have no faith in our political class. We have no faith in their goodwill for us.
Can I just... Did they do or say to you when you were detained?
I currently cannot speak to that because I've not even processed it. I just got home this morning, and I've left my father and my family just distraught in the house. And I was telling them that I need to go boots on ground, because if I say it on social media that we should not advance to the protected areas, they would think I've been bought off. Not necessarily, I've not been bought off. It's just that I've come out and I've found that they're shooting children. A doctor was shot in the back. And I know that we're willing to risk our lives for the country, but it's a bloodbath. Kenya has been declared a military state, and I know nobody's talking about that enough, but the army has been given free rein. We've not been told their location, we've not been told their duration, we've not been told where that they'll be doing that. So I've just come on the street to remind the people of Kenya that I'm still with you, I'm still in the streets. I'm afraid I have not decompressed, I have not eaten, I have not showered, I've just changed to a fresh suit. And I've come to the streets to say that we do not need to advance into that protected area. We do not need to go gently into that dark night. But if and when we make it, I will be there. I know it sounds like it's conflicting, but we do not need to lose any more lives. But if that is what it takes for the president to listen to the people of Kenya, that is exactly what we will do.
And what are your demands of President William Ruto and the government now?
I think this whole situation was reduced into the finance bill. That has greatly desensitized the people of Kenya to the killings that have happened during protests. Remember, the only things we were armed with were our tongues, handkerchiefs and bottles of water. We demand justice for the people who've been killed. Only about 20 have been accounted for, but they're firing live rounds at us. They're firing live bullets, and even yesterday, if you see some cutaways, I was holding live bullets at us. We're asking them to deal with corruption and graft. We're asking them to do away with this military state because there's no threat to national security. We're asking them to do away with those extra unconstitutional positions, to stop using, because we do not have a revenue problem, we have an expenditure problem. The office of the First Lady, the office of the Deputy First Lady, office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary and their wife, where are we using all that money? We are in such difficult times, and that's why we are rising. I'm rising. I would much rather be playing piano and not being in the street being tear-gassed and having random strangers lose sleep of thinking that I've been killed. I would much rather be at home doing that. But I can't do that because somebody has to speak for the people. And that's why I'm urging the youth, and I'm very grateful that a lot of them, despite being tear-gassed, have come to receive me into the streets, to urge them that we do not need any more bloodshed. It pains me deeply to see children, high school going kids, under 18, 16-year-olds be killed for things they did not do.
And how do you think this will play out in the days ahead now that it appears the government doesn't want to let anyone protest at all?
Whatever it takes, we will do. We do not know how it will play out. We would hope that the president would have a softer heart, because this is not the time to strong arm us. Just listen to us. Listen to us. We are people. We are your people. We're the people who elected you. We are the people who elected you. We are the people who elected you.
A lot of the people on the streets are chanting "Ruto must go," and that's a hashtag that you're seeing increasingly on social media as well. Should Ruto go?
It's the voice of the people. And remember, I'm the only one in front of camera. I do not claim to be the leader of the Gen Z. I've just featured very prominently. But if that's what it takes for us to have a sober and upright Kenya, then Ruto must go. Ruto must go. It's we the people who elected this government, and this government has been nothing but heartless and ruthless to its people. President Ruto, it pains me. It pains me.